Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the topic of trusting the process when the world cannot understand your path. When you begin your journey onto making goals successful, you will encounter a lot of challenges and doubt. This will come in different forms, such as you're overthinking of how you are not skilled enough, you don't have the right tools or equipment, or maybe you feel like you are too old to start a new project. For example, that's how I have been feeling with starting my new YouTube journey. But I want to talk about the three steps that you can take to tackle your negative thoughts and keep moving forward, keep moving towards your target. The first step today that we will talk about is to do some journaling to write down all your negative thoughts. For example, if you are trying to start your YouTube channel like me, then you will have a lot of negative issues where you might start recording a video and then you feel like you messed up and you stop. Or you start writing a script and then you feel like, oh no, I can't find the words, and you stop. Or you don't have the right microphone, or there's an echo in the background. All of these doubts and all of these thoughts, just put it down on paper so that you can see clearly what those problems are. Once you can see the problems right in front of you, then you can start writing down some solutions. How can you reduce the noise? How can you reduce the echo? How will you use some tools such as maybe ChatGPT or Google search, or maybe read a book on that topic to become more clear and have a better script? Write down some ideas, some solutions to get over those negative thoughts. And once you have those solutions written down, you will feel like you have conquered that fear and you're able to move forward. So the second step today that we will talk about is realizing that nothing in life is as serious as we think it is. So sometimes we create all of our dreams and goals and think of it like a task, like a project that we had to do in school. And as kids, we would get assigned to homework and that long-term project to pass that class. And that was such a dread that we felt, right? To meet that deadline, or else what would we do if we failed? What would happen? We would have to repeat that class, or we would have to repeat that grade. That would be terrible. And that fear is something that is conditioned into our systems now, where we cannot see past it. So everything that we start now as adults, we continue to face that same challenge. We don't want to feel like there's a rock on our chest when we're trying to do a project or achieve a goal. We want to be in a flow state. So stop, take a breath, and remember that this is not your homework. This is not a project, okay? This is your goal. This is your dream. Bring in that passion. Bring in that joy and creativity. Like when you were a child and you didn't have any worries of a deadline or passing that class, or making sure you graduate from high school, or whatever it is that you have accomplished. We were just enjoying those moments of painting with our fingers, running around in the backyard, and just enjoying the music. What happened to those days? So bring back that joy. If this is something you're doing aside from your job that you actually get an income from, then make this your time to be creative, and that you do still have some curiosities of what life is, and enjoy that. Allow yourself to just stay open and create a flow state where you're not overthinking every step. The third and final step that we will talk about is continuing to do the thing that you love, even when the world doesn't understand your passion. You do not have to prove your dreams, your goals, or your pathway to people. People are already struggling to understand their own life goals. When they see other people trying to get ahead and create something new and interesting, their egos feel insecure. They feel inferior to you. And so they will plant these little seeds of doubt and negativity to sabotage you. When you react and let this affect your progress, that's when the people and the world feel satisfied. They don't want you to succeed because they're not where you are. They're afraid of starting their goals, starting their projects, and they will continue to sabotage you. Do not react. They will just make you trip and fall, stay laughing at you. They will keep moving forward and say, haha, look, she fell. Haha, look, he fell. That's what they will do. As soon as you can understand this psychological concept, you can start to zone out whenever these naysayers open their mouths. They will come from all angles of your life and they will say, hey, haha, you can't buy that house. How dare you? Or they'll come and say, oh, look, she wants to travel the world. Oh, okay. You want that job? That's what you wanted to do? Yeah, we'll see. You see that? Yeah, you will have all those people coming at you from all different angles. Just focus on your goal. Let them be. Let them continue on with their doubt and fear and insecurity. And you move forward with each and every milestone. And that is how you trust the process and become the master of your creations. Thanks for being here today.